Hi, my name is Aisha. Welcome to One Elder Speaks. Really, a whole lot hasn't really been going on as far as getting new information or new downloads or anything until a couple of, gosh, I think it was just yesterday morning. It was either 2 days ago or yesterday, but in the morning, I was prompted to talk to my dad. And my real dad, uh, he passed away in the early 80s, and I really didn't have too much communication. To kind of give you a backstory, I didn't have too much communication with him, although I did with my grandmother and my aunt and my grandfather. So I really knew and saw them a lot more than I did my real dad. Um, so I never really connected with that side of the family through him. I always, with that side of the family, I always saw grandma. You know, that was the association. And in the morning, he knew that he was going to die, and I think that had a direct correlation as to him really not being in my life. During that time period, he probably thought something along the lines of, it's better if she doesn't know me, and then that way she won't mourn me when I pass, and that sort of thing. That was kind of prevalent for the time period, so that wouldn't shock me not one bit. And so I sat down and I talked to him and I forgave him. And it was interesting because it was all of a sudden it was like that side of the family came in on my left. And and all of a sudden I was like feeling this frequency, and I would see a picture in my mind's eye of him and my grandmother and then the lineage. Like I could see the line and I could feel it. And it was interesting because it was actually a frequency change. I could feel that. And so I welcomed that energy in, and I, accepted it and claimed it as my own, and really healed the abandonment wound again. So one of the things that I wanted to tell you about this is, I've been over this abandonment thing a lot. So I go back and I revisit it, and then I deal with other things, and then I go back and I revisit it, and I deal with other things, and then I go back and revisit it. And each time it's like I'm taking another layer off the onion. And each time I'm diving deeper in to get more to where the hurt is. And each time I'm healing more and more of it, and it's easier. So if you are running into revisiting the same issues over and over again, just understand, I think these things are cyclical. I think that we do that. We go back and we dive deeper, and we come back, and we go back in and we dive deeper, and we come back. And, in the meantime, I'm dealing with other issues that are also cyclical, and they seem to keep coming back and keep coming back and keep coming back. So, don't look at this and say, oh, that's the end, I'm over it, it's done. It's probably not. And don't think that you're failing or that you're not doing the work. You are doing the work, and you're going to get there. And have, I guess, faith in the process and faith in your ability to go there and to look at that and to feel that and to forgive that and to heal that. In some way, this is also, like, I feel like that frequency coming in really helped to balance me out. Because I know my mom's side, I'm very connected to that lineage. I just, the feel of it for real. But my dad's side, it felt like a new frequency signature that sat on top of the other and harmonized and added something to me. One of the things that it did for me is I started saying, I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm not putting up with that anymore. It's like I'm setting ground rules now that were not in place before. So now I'm actually feeling more of my boundaries and expressing that and proclaiming that and making it happen. So that's been pretty interesting. Yeah. And I don't really know what to make of it yet. It's all pretty brand new. But again, another layer of the onion. I'll be back to this, I'm sure, sometime later. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And and tell you that the universe has your back. No matter how difficult things are, there's always going to be support for you. There's always going to be help. And just reach out there for it. Okay, you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later.